Imagine being told you need to move to a nursing home, for your safety, they say. At first, it sounds reasonable, logical even. You're older now, things are harder than they used to be. Maybe you've had a fall, maybe your kids are worried, but let me tell you something no one tells you until it's too late. It doesn't feel like help. It feels like you've lost control of your life. That's exactly how I felt when I moved here. And now, at 82, I regret it more than anything. Let me tell you why. The decision. It all started 2 years ago. I remember the conversation so clearly, though I've tried hard to forget it. My daughter sat me down after dinner. She looked nervous, like she was about to break some bad news. She held my hand and said, "Dad, we need to talk about your living situation." I had just recovered from a nasty fall. Nothing broke, thank God, but it scared her. Scared me too. She told me I needed more help than she could give, that the house was too big, too risky, too lonely. She said, "A nursing home will be safer. You'll have nurses, help with meals, people to talk to." And I believed her. I wanted to make things easier, for her, and maybe for me too. I didn't want to be a burden. I nodded. I agreed. I thought I was doing the right thing. But what I didn't realize, what no one told me, was what I'd be giving up. No one warned me that when I handed over the keys to my house, I was also handing over pieces of my freedom, my identity, my life. The first month. At first, I told myself it wasn't so bad. The facility was clean. My room had a window. Meals came like clockwork. Nurses checked in on me. I had everything I needed. But something didn't feel right. I'd wake up, and there would be this tight feeling in my chest, like I was out of place, like I didn't belong. Everyone around me acted like I should be grateful. "Isn't it nice?" they'd say. Kept thinking, this is where I live now? I didn't feel safe. I felt forgotten. Scene 3. Loss of control. Then the routine started to sink in. And that's when I'd make a cup of coffee, sit on the porch, and listen to the birds. I liked my own rhythm. Slow, quiet mornings. A walk around the garden. Reading when I felt like it. Calling my brother in the evening. All those small, beautiful choices I had. Gone. Now, I wake up to alarms, nurse rounds, and clanging carts in the hallway. Breakfast at 7:30 sharp. Medication at 8. If you miss a meal window, good luck getting something later. They don't mean to be cruel. They're just busy, overworked, stretched thin. Even going to the bathroom requires asking someone, waiting, hoping they'll come in time. I never imagined I'd have to ask permission for that. When you lose control over the smallest parts of your day, you start to lose your sense of self. I don't feel like me anymore. I feel like I'm part of a system, moving along a track I didn't choose. The loneliness. They told me I'd have company here, that I'd make friends, that I'd never feel alone, but I've never felt more isolated in my life. Yes, there are people around, but being surrounded doesn't mean being seen. It doesn't mean being known. Most of the staff try, they really do. Some are kind. Some even take a few extra minutes to talk. But they're busy, exhausted. They change shifts every few days. Just as I get used to someone, they disappear. You stop trying to build connections when you know they won't last. And the other residents? Many are far worse off than I am. Some barely speak. Others forget who they are. Some make friends. But then those friends get sicker. Or they die. I've watched 6 people in this wing pass away in the last year. 6. You try not to get attached. You try not to let it affect you. But how can it not? Each time, it chips away at you. You start to feel like you're next in line. Like this sound of the radio while I made breakfast. I miss choosing what to eat, when to eat, whether to eat at all. I miss spontaneous moments, deciding to bake cookies at midnight, calling a friend just to say hello, sitting in silence in a space that was mine. No one told me how sacred those things were, how much they meant, until they were gone. Scene 6. Advice to others. If you're reading this, or listening, and you're thinking about moving into a nursing home, please, don't make the decision lightly. Ask the hard questions. Explore every other option first. There are home care services now that didn't exist years ago. There are community programs that help seniors live independently. There are neighbors, volunteers, church groups, family members who might be willing to help, if only you let them know what you need. If I could turn back time, I would have tried harder to stay in my home. I would have fought for my independence. I would have asked for help before giving up everything. Because this place isn't a home. It's a waiting room. A comfortable one, maybe. But still, a place between life and the end of it. Ending, final reflection. I'm 82 now. I've learned to live with my decision. I've accepted it. Or at least I try to most days. There are still moments of peace, a kind nurse, a quiet afternoon, a call from my daughter. But if I had one chance, just one, to go back and do it over again, I'd fight harder, I'd speak louder, I'd make it clear. I want to grow old in my own space, on my own terms. So, if you still have a choice, make it count. Don't let someone else decide what your final years look like. Don't wait until it's too late to hold on to the life you've built. Because once you're here, it's hard to go back.